The following program is brought to you in part by Johnny's Radiator Shop. For auto repair and air conditioning parts to fit everything under the sun, visit johnnysradiatorshop.com. Coach Hembree, I'm going to start this off maybe a little bit different than we usually do on our weekly visit. But first of all, I do want to congratulate you and the team. Y'all are the 8-4A champions and the number one seed in the playoffs. Another conference title, a very successful 2018 year. I know you didn't exactly finish that last game the way you wanted to, but nevertheless, very successful. Now we move on to the playoffs. So first of all, talk a little bit about the West Helena game and kind of your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I thought going in they were the best team we were going to play. I said that numerous times. If they didn't turn the ball over during the course of the year, they were tough to stop. They were really fast, really big, physical, and they didn't turn the ball over. That was the main thing, and their quarterback was really, really fast, and we couldn't contain him. And their offensive line controlled our defensive line. They blocked us, and there was nothing much we could do about it except for the only thing that was disappointing that as far as our turnovers, we had 4 turnovers on offense, which was very uncharacteristic of us. That's something that we can't do. We kept putting our defense in a bad situation just because we wasn't stopping them, and then we'd drive down or turn the ball over or whatever. But it's over with. It's behind us. Our kids understand that they physically got whooped on both sides of the football. We knew that there was a possibility because if you watch them on film, they were really, really good. They just happened to not be able to throw the football. They started out 6 for 6 against us. That's something that they wasn't able to do against other teams, and they were able to do it against us.
Well, obviously they were very good. You told us that last week that they were an excellent football team, and your offense did put some points on the board and did move the football some, but just not
we had
quite
yards.
enough.
We had yards. I think we had over 450 yards offense, and we scored 36 points. But them 4 turnovers really hurt us, especially when we wasn't slowing them down. We can't just keep giving them extra possessions when we're not stopping them, and so it was just a deal where we did something that was very uncharacteristic of us of turning it over, and we couldn't contain their quarterback. Their quarterback pretty much ran wild on us, and we put different people, different schemes, and we just couldn't slow him down. And we had a little trouble with the quarterback from Dumas, but he was by far the fastest player on the team. We had angles on him and we didn't catch him, and not much you can do when you can't tackle a guy. There was times when he would read Marcus or read our end, and our end would play quarterback, and we just couldn't tackle the guy.
Well, as you said, that one's over, but nevertheless, you start the second season, as I call it here, for the playoffs now, and we will be playing at home this Friday night against CAC. Kickoff again at 7 p.m. Let's just move ahead and talk about CAC. What do they try to do?
They're a really good football team. They're a spread team that likes to throw it around. I think they throw it probably 75-80% of the time. They got a sophomore quarterback who's gotten him better every week. They had Stuttgart on the ropes last week, got beat 30-27. It's a tough draw. It's a tough draw for a 1 seed. That they had a chance to finish anywhere from 3rd to 5th going into last week. If they win, I think they finish 3rd. If they lose, they finish 5th, and they lost a tough game to their conference champion, which was Stuttgart. But defensively, they're a 3-4 team, a lot like Helena, play a lot of man coverage, a lot like Helena, and we got to be better. And we got to be better than we were last week. We got to be able to contain their offense some, and hopefully put some pressure on the quarterback and make him uncomfortable.
Well, you responded to this just a second ago, but again, has your team, they seem like they bounce back, or they ready to go? Do they understand what they got to do?
Well, I think they do. I think they understand it. I think that, from a standpoint of the Helena game, Helena came out, they were fired up. It was a huge game for them. And you could tell by the way they played, the way they acted after the game. It was like a Super Bowl win for them or a state championship win. And, our guys came back Sunday understanding that we didn't play well. But also understanding we played a really good football team. They were a really good football team when they play the way they play. They don't play that way every week. That's the thing that I tried to say last week to our guys is if they come in and play, it's going to be a tough ball game. Because they're very, very talented. That best offensive line I've seen in all my coaching career with that many guys who can dominate that long. And then their quarterback was a really good athlete. I mean, he was great in space. If we was playing one-hand touch, we wouldn't have got him down a few times. And we've seen speed before. We just haven't seen that kind of speed.
All right. Well, I know I'm kind of like a broken record, but I'm going to say this again. We need a big crowd Friday night because this team still got a chance to do some things.
Oh, we do. You know, it's just one game, and we did get dominated that one game. And you know, but if we don't turn the ball over, we still had a chance to tie it with 5.5 minutes to go in the game. It was 44-36. We have the ball, we get a penalty, and that's just things we can't do right now. And hopefully we can learn from it, grow from it, and be ready to play this Friday night.
Well, I'm going to encourage everybody to show up. We're a little bit down the other night. It was a Thursday night. It was damp. It was cool. We already had the number 1 seed. But folks need to show up and support this team because I think they deserve it because of what they've already accomplished this year. And we're going to urge everybody to be there for that kickoff and be ready to go and get behind these kids as they make another run at another state title.
Yeah, we got to play. Each week's different now, 1 week at a time, and you just got to play your best football every Friday night and see what we can do.
All right, well, Coach, good luck. We'll see you Friday night.
All right, thank you.